start in the sky. Joe Fellini's cattle are scattered further than the eye can see. But it is still the Old West on the ground. Everyone has to help. Unbranded calves are still an open invitation to rustlers.
Joe Fellini runs his cattle out here on the desert, which is quite a distance. He can drive 60 miles in this direction or 60 in that direction, and he's still on his range. He's got a lot of trust in people. You know, it's like putting your mailbox out there alongside the road and having your paycheck put in the mailbox. Each one of those calves is a paycheck or a potential paycheck.
With everyone's cattle herded together, who owns each unbranded paycheck? Calves and cows call to each other in the crowd.
The brand determines ownership. The calf's never been branded, so they have to wait till the calf mothers with the cow to determine who owns the calf. So they go through the process of what they call mothering, and it's a real fine art. I mean, it's tough to do. You know, I mean, not every one of these calves is sucking. And they wait and they'll watch. You watch them go out there, and they'll look at a cow and they'll wait to make sure that she's mothered with the proper calf. And they'll rope the calf, bring it in, and call out whatever iron the cow was packing on her. Determines what the calf will be branded.
You didn't have that identification, well, either in your neighbors with their cattle coming in, you wouldn't be able to separate them. So you have a double fold there. You have the fold of showing ownership and positive ownership. And you also have the area there to stop all the thievery in the country, because if you had tied ribbons around these cattle and went out there, well, I'll guarantee you ribbons would change mighty rapid.
Hot iron tie. Pull down, it's like...
This is a working democracy. Every hand helps. Every family has an iron in the fire. Working together builds respect, trust, community. And though these neighbors will soon be hundreds of miles apart, they are not alone. In this part of New York City, people used to wait half an hour for an ambulance. Help is now nearby. These young volunteers, certified in life-saving techniques, are from the community they serve. The Bedford-Stuyvesant Volunteer Ambulance Corps was founded to improve emergency service. Response time is now 4 minutes.
When we first started, people was laughing at us right off the street. We're not going to subsidize a volunteer ambulance corps in a community where they already have a 911 system. So we didn't get a lot of support from the politicians and no fundings at all. When we started running on calls with oxygen tanks on our backs. As a matter of fact, people used to say, here comes that ambulance call without an ambulance. It was one person that wasn't laughing. You know who that was? The patient.
The Corps' home base is in this trailer on a vacant lot.
When we first started, the junkies, the crackhead, the users said they were going to burn our trailer down. They shot our windows out, okay? But the people still came down and volunteered. So I said, if these people are willing to risk their life coming down, getting shot at, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to turn tail and run.
We're rolling, Marcy and Myrtle, male shot, not complete.
They're not waiting for the government to step in and save their lives, to send them to school, to change their environment. They're doing it on their own.
It's in the stomach. She shot twice in the stomach.
It's all about neighbor helping neighbor, friend helping friend, and improving their own neighborhood.
We're down here saving lives, and we're not only saving those lives that we go out, you know, on the bus to pursue, we're also saving our own lives, keeping ourselves, you know, out of trouble.
They grow up their whole lives, and from everything that they hear and everything they see on TV and read in the newspaper, it seems to project the image to them that all they can be is a drug dealer or a pimp or a hustler or something. But we have shown them by getting out here doing it, we've become the role models for them. And we're not a role model that they cannot reach like one of the sports figures. We're the ones in the community every day that they see every day, that they can talk to every day.
A kid come to me and he's used to getting into all type of mischief. And we take him here at the Ambulance Corps and we show him that it's better to save a life than to take a life.
It's hanging out in the street. And, you know, friends would come up and say, hey, let's go do this. So I was like, you know, hey, sure. I was interested in going to do the things they said, come on, let's do. And then it was getting me in trouble. 6 or 7 months later, we turned that kid around. And he's no longer on the street. He's listening to the portable radio, trying to respond to calls when people are hurt, are injured. We rolled up on the scene of a man shot, and I happened to look and see it was a friend of mine. Okay, so that really bothered me, and it really made me say to myself, this is what I need to be doing.
To help somebody and to help save a life. That really, really turns me on, you know, because there's no greater high than saving a life.
Seeing the sun come up for me every morning, it's really a good feeling because it lets you know that, hey, I'm still living, I'm not dead, I'm not 6 feet in the ground, I'm still breathing, I have my life, and it's all thanks to the Bedford-Stuyvesant Volunteer Ambulance Corps. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know what I'd be doing.
You get the good people to come out from behind those Venetian blinds in their house. Stop hiding inside. Go out there and make a difference in your community. Because when good move in, evil gotta move out. And that's what this is all about.
We all know it is easy not to participate. But at what price? In Renaissance Florence, one solution was a lottery system. The lucky winners got a seat on the city council. It worked this way. The names of eligible citizens were written on slips of paper, tucked into leather purses, and stored away. Every 2 months, with great ceremony, a new lottery was held. Because they believed power was dangerous in any one person's hands for long, there were strict term limits. Security was tight to prevent tampering with the names and keep any faction from packing the council. 2 different religious orders kept the keys. Pulling names at random kept citizens up on their politics. They had to be prepared, up on the issues, because it might soon be their turn. And they were also kinder to office holders, because they might be trading places. Still, it did assure everyone was involved and had their say.
Rinaldo degli Albizi.
Niccolò da Tolentino.
Neri Capponi.
Paolo Bardi.
At any time, citizens who fail to participate run the risk that their influence may disappear.